Okay, so the car is back. The guy who put Freon in the system, refrigeration, he said he put 2 cans in it. Originally, he only had a bad relay. So now what's happening is the system is locking up and then the engine wants to stall. So what we're going to do is we're going to recover. And let's see what we have in here. We're going to press enter. Let's see how many pounds we pull out of this. It's supposed to have close to 1 pound. It will tell you here if there's a sticker here. Right here. Max 15.9 ounces. That's close to a pound or a little bit more than a pound. That's all it takes. So the machine is going to recover. And sometime what happens is if the system locks up, it would shoot out the Freon. But I don't see any signs or liquid from the safety valve. So we're going to wait for the system to pull out the Freon and let's see what happens. Sometimes it won't even accept your can because there's already stuff in there and you would pump in the air. So he might have more air in the system than the Freon. Pressure's too high, okay? So the cans destroy this car's AC. It only had a bad relay. And as soon as I changed the relay, AC started to work. I did a video on that. So there's a relay I put in right there. And that's all that was wrong with it. Anyways, it could be bad. It could be the system is bad. The compressor has been damaged, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that was less than a pound that it takes. So this thing has almost double amount of refrigeration inside the system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna vacuum the system now. Vacuum, enter. No, we're gonna do 20 minutes of vacuum. And what I did is I put oil in this baby. And I use PAG 46 oil. That's what we're using, PAG 46 oil. So we're gonna give it 20 minutes of vacuum, and then we'll come back and see where it goes from there, and let's see how it reacts afterward. But like I said, the guy jammed up so much Freon into the system. Using cans is never a good idea, and the customer told me at first they didn't want to tell me, but then my friend Juan came. He said he put in 2 cans. So the system was already full, and then he tried to jam up with 2 cans. A lot of the cans just leak out. What it does is sucks the air in, and not suck air in it, but you're just putting a faulty pressure into the system. Anyways, we're just trying to clear out the system, start fresh, and from there, if there's any damage has been done, system is no longer good. We can't do much about it, but leave it where it's at. Thank you for watching so far, and wait till it vacuums. We'll put oil, and then we'll charge up the system. Okay, so this is almost complete. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put oil into the system as soon as it shuts off, and we're gonna do it from the low side. Since now we got vacuum, look at the lines. They should collapse, easy to squeeze. And I did add UV dye into that oil, and this is about to be completed. I'm sorry, guys. So I would recommend you guys never use those freaking cans. Not a good idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this baby up. So we got vacuum. If you put a finger on it, if that valve is bad, it will suck your finger pressure inward. So be careful with the alternator, because you can. Okay, let me just not talk about the alternator. So this is ready to go in. So I'm gonna have to hold this with one hand, and while I'm turning, and I don't know how I'm gonna show you guys this on the camera. So what I'll do is I'll put my camera down here. That's not gonna work for you guys to see. So I'm gonna just turn this, and since this is a vacuum pressure, it should go in nicely and easily. Look at that, look at that. It's just taking everything in easily. Okay, there you go. It stops there, and then we're complete here. So you see, look at the dye going in. I'm gonna put this away. We're gonna put this baby on, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna press any key. We're gonna charge the system, so we're gonna go to charge. We're gonna press enter. Nope, it's not a hybrid. We're gonna select the car. This is 2000 9. Let me just double check. We're gonna look on the door panel here. This is 2000. We're gonna go by 2010. 9 should be same thing. 9 and 10. We'll go. Okay, should be same thing. We're gonna look for Honda. We're gonna look for Civic. There you go. 1.8 or 1.3. We have to go by the engine size. It's 1.8. So it should be same thing, I'm sure. But we are gonna go with the correct 1.8. Press enter. It's asking for a little bit of under a pound. Okay, so we're gonna press continue. And we're gonna press 0.99, not even a 1 pound, little bit less than 1 pound. We're gonna press OK. We're gonna use both lines to push it in, and should be no struggle here. Let's start. It's gonna purge it into my machine, and that pressure will push onto Freon, and the Freon will go in. You will hear hissing, and once you start hissing, you should feel these lines to be cold. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna wait for the machine. It's gonna go psst. It's ready. There you go. Cold, ice cold, ice cold. Bada bing, bada boom. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna wait 0.99, and we're all done. After that, we don't need to test anything. We should be good. And we let the customer drive for a day. 0.98, that's what I put in there. Anyways, we're all done here. We're gonna press done on the machine, and we're gonna take off the lines. And this comes off, and this comes off. Very important, you put the caps on. Very important. So if there's any leaks, we should be able to trace it down with UV dye. And if there's any system damage, we're never gonna know, because you can't just jam up the system with too much Freon. And let's start up the car. I'm gonna feel the AC. So the moral and the theme here is, don't let a crazy guy work on your car. We got the max AC on. Got the crazy compressor off. I'm not feeling AC compressor come on. What's the AC compressor? It's not coming on. AC compressor is not coming on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a test light. We're gonna get a test light. Can you put this on negative there for me? Just touch it, just touch it. So, there you go. You got power, but the AC compressor doesn't come on. It's destroyed. Anyways, that's what it is. Bad AC compressor, guys. Bad AC compressor. So putting too much system into the system is no good.